everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Browns going up against the Bears. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
The Browns rookie Zane Gonzalez ready to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Chicago Bears, they get ready to go on offense. Mitchell Trubisky in week 6 and 7 combined. He completed 12 passes. He did complete 14 in week 8, but still a loss against New Orleans.
So the combined 12 passes completed sounds like bad weekends, right, for the Chicago Bears?
But those
turned out
were
to be
wins.
Yeah, they won both games. So that's where the intangibles kicks in for Mitchell Trubisky as a rookie quarterback. He actually gives that franchise hope, and I think the players play harder in his stead with him as the starting quarterback. They play better on defense, etc. So that's how they won the 2 games. And he did try and rally his team late against New Orleans before throwing the last pick to Marshawn Lattimore.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They go with Howard again. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The Chicago Bears offense, as they come back onto the field, they're going to be missing Zach Miller, tight end for the rest of the season. Very serious leg injury, scary in week 8. Thankfully, though, successful surgery. He's going to be okay.
We send all best wishes to Zach Miller because, as you remember, Brandon, he went through about a 2-season stretch where he really didn't play in the NFL due to previous injuries, kept battling to make it back, and became a heck of a ball player for Chicago, one of the key members of their offense. They've now lost him. They lost Cameron Meredith, their top receiver in preseason. They lost Kevin White, their #1 draft pick a few seasons ago, also in preseason. So, in the first game of the season. So when you look at it, not many targets for Mitchell Trubisky to throw to, but most importantly, get well soon, Zach Miller. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Cleveland Browns taking the field off that loss against Minnesota overseas. There's Deshaun Kaiser. He played the entire game overseas. That was the first time he'd done that since week 3.
And that was good because that's what the Browns need. Their young quarterback playing the entire game and playing the rest of the season so they can evaluate him for the future. How about this, though? At the risk of piling on the Cleveland Browns, the 2 young quarterbacks who are leading the league in touchdown passes, Carson Wentz in Philadelphia, Deshaun Watson in Houston. How were they both acquired by those teams?
Yeah, trades with the Browns.
Yeah, I think the Browns would love to have either one of those two. Although Deshaun Kaiser has a chance to be a good young quarterback.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
But we know one thing, Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still a great game. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Again, it's Crowell. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score, and we're back to Soldier Field after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. To Crowell. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. To throw, Kaiser. And this is going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
The 8th-year man from Tennessee, this is Britton Colquitt on to punt, as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now Trubisky on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So the pass goes awry there, but boy, week 8 of the NFL, 3 passers, they did not have any throws go awry. That was Matthew Stafford, Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson. All 3 were over 400 yards.
Yeah, absolutely scintillating in performances. The only downside for Matthew Stafford, didn't pay off in touchdown passes. He's the only player in NFL history to have two 400-yard games and no touchdown passes in them. Now, Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, they rang the bell 4 times each throwing the football downfield. But what a day. 3 guys over 400. A lot of footballs in the air, a lot of excitement for us fans.
Yeah, but Watson and Wilson were going head-to-head. Stafford lost, so the 400-yard passers went 1 and 2.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right, does it? If you throw over 400 yards, you should get a W out of it.
First down, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McBride. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over, and we'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Fresh set of downs here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
I like that about Trubisky. Has some calm in the pocket, some good presence, despite the fact only 13 starts in his college career, and an entirely different style of offense. Remember, he played that spread stuff while at North Carolina.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And this one is right down Broadway. So we've hit halftime here, and as we expected, looking at the clock, a very quick first half of play, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime report. Both the Bears and the Browns haven't had a reliable run game so far. The push up front has not been there, and you have to give credit to both defenses on that front. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10, under pressure here, the pass is picked off. Browns will end up returning it for a TD. The Browns up now by 7. Now 1st and 10, the catch will be made deep down the field, and he'll be tackled at the 31-yard line. So that's a wrap for us. We'll head back now to Soldier Field for the start of the second half.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second half begins with a run by Crowell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Kaiser now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Let's go. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on first down. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On first down, they run with Howard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Going for the right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards through the air and a first down. He's back to throw. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain at 21 yards. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bears.
It's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Barth now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Here's Kaiser. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He got 29 yards that time. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Kaiser. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And this is a spot where you can learn a lot about a young quarterback.
And that's why they brought him into the organization, because you don't just bring them in strictly for their talent. You think that they have that something special in them that will allow them to function in these types of situations. Now it's time for them to be clinical and not emotional. You know your play sequence. You know what has to get done. Get the ball to the right people, get out of bounds, and get it downfield and try and score.
Yeah, he's trying to earn his stripes here for a winning drive. Now Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A first down carry now for Crowell. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. On second down, here's Crowell. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Kaiser to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
It's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
One last shot for Trubisky. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.